back to my channel. So in this video I'll be just giving you guys an update on my pregnancy and what's been going on with me and baby Cairo. So as you can see in the beginning of the video, I just dropped y'all some little gems so y'all can understand what had happened on Sunday. Today is Wednesday the 10th, and I've been in the hospital for 4 days now, so today is day 4. So basically my amniotic fluid has started to leak. Basically what the amniotic fluid does is protect the baby in their sac. I'm currently on bed rest at the hospital. My doctor would like for me to be here for 4 weeks. Well, technically 3 now, because tomorrow, Thursday the 11th, I'll be at my 31-week mark, and he wants baby Cairo to stay in until 34 weeks, or hopefully more than that. So yeah, every Thursday my gestation period age of the baby changes, so every Thursday I'll be a different week. So right now the goal is to get me to 32 weeks. If I can reach 32 weeks with no more fluid leaks or like showing signs of labor, I can possibly bed rest at home, and I wouldn't have to stay in the hospital for the rest of the time being. Just to back up a little bit, Sunday when I got here, they tested to see if I ruptured or whatever, and the test came back positive. So once that happened, they started me on antibiotics and fluids or whatever to stay hydrated, and just in case I started labor, you know, the baby will be protected. I also had to get 2 steroid shots in my butt for the baby. The first one I got on Sunday when I first got here, and then the second one I got on Monday. So those are the only 2 steroid shots that I have to take for the baby, so I'm done with that. Sunday was a little hectic for me. Like, I was really emotional. Like, everything was happening so fast. Like, we didn't have our birth plan together. We don't really have everything together for the baby. We didn't have casing, like, well-being, everything together all together yet, because we were under the pressure that we still had 2 more months left. So but casing is fine. He's with back and forth with loved ones and everything. Being that it is COVID, I am unable to see him. Like, he's not able to come like to the hospital, inside the hospital. But I did get wheelchair privileges today, because I got my IV out my arm. So yeah, hopefully sometime this week I get to see him. We can set something up. I can go downstairs into the lobby or something so I can see him. But we've been FaceTiming a lot. He hasn't really been paying me no mind anyway, so I'm missing him more than he's missing me, obviously. Tuesday was better. Still a little bit emotional. Everything was still happening so fast. Like, I was trying to figure out, I was trying to mentally prepare myself for what could be happening as far as going into labor prematurely. But as of today, we are still showing good signs. No labor signs, no fluid leaks, no bleeding, no cramping, none of that. So we are still on a good track as far as keeping him in as long as possible. Yesterday I got my IV out of my arm, so now I'm just on oral antibiotics, and I've been drinking a lot of water anyway, so to flush out my system. And the more fluid I get, the more the baby gets, and can possibly build up the fluid inside his sac. On Monday I did go meet with the preemie baby doctors downstairs, well, like in another unit in the hospital. because when I first got here on Sunday, when my doctor checked me originally on the ultrasound, Cairo was only, I'm sorry y'all, about 2.5 pounds, and he only had about 4 ounces of water, well, fluid around him, right? And then on Monday, that was Sunday, on Monday when I went to the preemie doctor, he had measured at 3.3 pounds, and he had 6 ounces of fluid around him, which was a plus. Okay, so what my doctor think happened was my sac ruptured, right? But wherever the rupture is in my sac, sometimes it rotates, if that makes sense. So I'm not leaking constantly, and that's how I'm able to build up more fluid around him. And I learned that the fluid, the amniotic fluid, is actually the baby's urine. So the more I drink, the more he drank, the more he peed, the more fluid around him. Yesterday, Wednesday, the 9th, I reached my 48-hour milestone. Most women that rupture prematurely deliver within 48 hours of their water breaking, and I didn't go into labor or anything like that. So that's why I was able to get my IV out after 48 hours, because there were no active labor. There wasn't any active labor. And then they moved me to this room since I was more stable, because when I first got here I was in like a labor and delivery room or whatever, but being that I'll be here for quite some time, they moved me into a more like a smaller, more comfortable room until I go into labor. So yeah, I've been learning a lot, trying to stay stress-free, like trying not to overwhelm myself, try not to overthink. I know that my baby's gonna be fine. If he do come before 34 weeks, well, any baby born before 37 weeks is considered premature. So between now and 37 weeks, if I give birth between those times, he will be premature. So he would have to stay in the NICU for some time. I'm preparing myself for that as well. But overall, I've been doing good. I've been keeping myself occupied. As you can see, I've done my nails, my acrylic nails in the hospital. My nurses was like, well, you gotta keep yourself occupied somehow. And then I did my makeup. I did this makeup look, like a Valentine's Day look that I'll be posting on my channel as well. I'm in good spirit today. I've been in good spirit for a while after I've, constantly getting like good news and stuff like that, that everything's okay with the baby. They do come in and check my vitals every 4 hours. So like my blood pressure, my temperature, and they monitor the baby for about 25 minutes, just his movement and his heartbeat, and make sure I'm not contracting or anything like that, at least about 4 to 5 times a day. And I've been on like oral antibiotics, like I said, iron and prenatal still. Yeah, I think that's about it for now that I can really remember. Thank you guys for tuning in to this video. If you guys have any questions that I didn't really answer, or if you've been through this or you're going through this, leave comments down below, and I'll try to answer what I could or what I can to the best of my ability. And I'll catch you in the next video.